What's up guys, JP Frost here, showing you guys how to farm the Paradox Brothers at level 40, and they're actually very easy to farm at the level 40 stage. It's very difficult for level 50, so I'm still working on that, so a video will be coming out soon. So basically we're going to jump in and go on the attack here. So the strategy we're going to use here is Tia Gardner, and we're going to use the Holy Guard skill. And the strategy here is to summon the Unhappy Girl as soon as possible, using Rai-Mei and Crystal Seer to pick her up as soon as possible. So the Paradox Brothers are going to start with a Labyrinth Wall, not a big challenge whatsoever. And let's see what we have started on our hand here. So we already have a Rai-Mei, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this in face down position. I'm going to set down an Enchanted Javelin, so I'm going to try to keep my life points as high as possible as well. And I'm going to end the turn there. So hopefully he attacks the Rai-Mei, and once you get an Unhappy Girl, the rest is pretty much very simple. So we're going to go and activate Enchanted Javelin. And after that, we can go ahead and activate the effect of Rai-Mei. And we can go ahead and pick up our first Unhappy Girl. And then all we have to do is pretty much summon Unhappy Girl, and the rest is pretty much taken. So I'm going to go ahead and summon Unhappy Girl. And we're going to go on the attack here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack the Unshaven Angler. And because of the Unhappy Girl's effect, it pretty much locks the monster from attacking. And you don't really have to worry about anything else, honestly. Like, at the moment, all I have to do now is use my Crystal Seers to make this duel a lot quicker. And I'm not going to even lock his other monsters, just so I can have him attack the Crystal Seer, so I can end it as soon as possible. So let's see what happens here. So once Crystal Seer activates, you can see that she's going to excavate the first two cards. And I'm going to add another Unhappy Girl, because all we really need to have is 2 on the field. And I'm going to go and summon the second one. Second one's on the field, and I'm just going to end the turn there. And basically we're waiting for the last turn, where we can pretty much summon Piranha Army, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and attack directly with over 10,000 damage. And again, I'm just going to set down the Crystal Seer. Throughout the duel, he's going to probably summon one of his Gate Guardians, just like now. And no worries here, as long as you have one of the monsters locked, he's not going to try to attack your Unhappy Girl as long as your life points is high enough. So if your life points are very low, I recommend you keeping it high, or keep a note on that, because he will attack. So now that I attack Crystal Seer, I guess, well, for now I'm going to add another Unhappy Girl. And at this point, I don't really need to set one down anymore. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to set down the Crystal Seer. And you can also suicide into one of his Gate Guardians or any other monster if you have a Rai-Mei. So that way you can, get another card. So he's going to attack my Crystal Seer, which is not a problem for me. And again, I'm going to grab the Rai-Mei. And guys, the deck list will be in the description box below, so you guys can definitely check that out. And let's see what we have here. I'm just going to set down, actually I'm just going to go and play Rai-Mei, and basically I'm just going to suicide. And usually if you didn't have an Unhappy Girl, you can go ahead and pick another one up. And again, this is just to make things a lot quicker.
It's my draw. I set a card face down. Here I go. I saddle. Here goes nothing. My turn. Here we go. I draw. I set. You haven't seen anything yet. I draw. My turn.
Prepare yourself. I draw. I set.
Here I go.
My turn.
It's my. I draw. My turn's over.
Here we go. I draw.
You haven't seen anything yet. I draw.
Okay, so at this point I'm in my last 2 cards in the deck. And basically, you don't have to worry about any other cards in the back row. He doesn't have anything like an enemy controller that will potentially fuck your whole plan up. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to end the turn, and I'm going to discard a card. I already have 2 unhappy girls on the field, so I don't have to worry about that whatsoever. And he's going to summon another Gate Guardian here. So no worries there. And last turn, so what I'm going to do here is I have a security orb set, so if he does try to attack with one of them, then I can still block that attack just in case. But here I could discard 1 card. I don't need this Enchanted Javelin. You want to ensure you keep the last 7 cards, the crucial cards that we're going to use. So alright, so now that we have 0 cards in the deck, we can go ahead and pretty much attack using the final turn. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to activate double summons, and that's going to conduct 2 summons. We're going to tribute summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and we have him on the field. Then you're going to summon a Piranha Army. You're going to use Riryoku. No, I'm sorry. Make sure you guys activate Secret Passage Treasures first, right after you summon a Piranha Army. Otherwise, you're going to fuck this whole thing up, like I almost just did. So I'm going to go ahead and receive it on the Piranha Army, and we're going to go and use Riryoku. And we're going to transfer the attack from Blue Eyes all the way down to Piranha Army. And then we're going to use the last card, which is Gift for the Martyr. So we're going to go and activate that. And we're going to sacrifice Blue Eyes White Dragon and transfer all the attack to Piranha Army. And because of Piranha Army's effect, any damage that is that's directly will be doubled. So once I go and attack directly, you'll see 10,600, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty much as simple as that. I've already dueled him now 4 times, and it's very, very easy to farm as long as you're using the deck list that I'm using here. I think the only way you would probably lose is if you pretty much get all the let me see here. It's pretty hard to lose this, honestly, unless if you got a dead hand from the beginning. That's really hard to achieve. So right here I got 6,800 duel assessment. There's going to be anywhere between 6,000 to 8,000 depending on whether or not you achieve higher duel assessments using glossy cards, prismatic cards, or any other techniques. So right here I got an extra gate. I got a little labyrinth tank, and I'm just going to hit next. And the great thing about this event is you can pretty much is using gate keys, so it's pretty much as simple as possible. So what I'm going to show you guys is I'm going to show you guys a pre-recording of the other 2 incidents that other 2 duels that I have used, just to show you guys the consistency of this technique. So I'm going to go ahead and play it on right now. Alright, so like I said, in this scenario, I'm going to start the hands, I believe, with just Enchanted Javelins, I think.
You shouldn't underestimate me. If you do
yep, so I have 2 Enchanted Javelins and a Crystal Seer. So I'm going to obviously set those 2 down and set down a Crystal Seer. And I'm just going to wait until he attacks the Crystal Seer. And I'm going to activate an Enchanted Javelin again. I'm trying to keep my life points as healthy as possible.
My monster's effect activates.
I get a security orb, so I'm going to prioritize that because double summons will come. We don't need that now. That's in the last turn. And you'll notice here is that I'm not getting a Rai-Mei or a Unhappy Girl. So right now it's a little bit on the worrying side, honestly, but no, not too problem because we have Enchanted Javelins to ensure that our life points are very high, and I also have a security orb just to prolong this duel as soon as possible. So I'm going to use a security orb, and I'm hoping that I draw a Unhappy or a Rai-Mei. So just like I did, I drew a Rai-Mei, and I was going to suicide, but I'm just going to end the turn there because, I want to make sure that he actually attacks with one, so I don't have to waste a direct hit. So now with Rai-Mei, I get to pick up my first Unhappy Girl, which I was very glad.
You haven't seen any.
And we're gonna go and see what we get our next turn. We got a double summon, but I'm gonna summon the Unhappy Girl. And here, I'm just going to attack whichever one, except for the Labyrinth. And I'm gonna end the turn there. Once you have the Unhappy Girl, it's the Paradox. He's not gonna attack you unless if he knows, unless if he has a lot of high attacking monsters and you have unlocked none of them. So I have a Windstorm, and I recommend you guys have. I have a Security Orb and a Windstorm, just in case. Again, if you're not pulling up a Rai-Mei, Unhappy Girl, or Crystal Seer in the beginning, you have those just to stall out as much as possible. Or in the case scenario, if he does try to attack, you have that as a backup just in case. Here, all I'm gonna do is lock his monsters. And after a while of facing him, I realized that I don't really have to lock them all. Because, you know, my life points are pretty high. Alright, so he's gonna summon Gate Guardians all the time, but not a problem whatsoever because, you know, he knows that he's gonna get locked with right directly, so no worries there.
Here we go.
I draw.
Very well.
I summon a monster in a...
Here I go.
My turn.
So, again, once you guys have, you just have to have 2. And I'm going to summon Rai-Mei because I know I have a third one. So I'm just going to Suicide to prolong this, to make it a lot quicker so I can get more cards. And now I have my third Unhappy Girl, but at that point I don't need to set it at all, and I don't plan to. And again, at that time I was just locking these monsters just in case, because I didn't know his techniques, but you don't really need to lock all of them. I think if you lock at least the first 2, you don't have to worry about a third one. I keep it unlocked so that way that extra monster can attack my face down, Crystal Seer, or anything like that, just in case. I think the biggest challenge will be level 50. Faced it one time only, and it's very difficult on the first turn. But I'm gonna try my best to farm that too.
Here I go. It's my draw.
Alright, so now that I'm on my final turn, I'm gonna pretty much go ham. So I'm gonna use the double summons again. The first card to activate, a tribute summon, a Blue Eyes White Dragon using the 2 Unhappy Girls on the field. I'm gonna summon a Piranha Army, and make sure you guys activate the secret pass to the treasures right after you summon Piranha Army. And Riryoku is gonna be the next card. We're gonna transfer the attack again from Blue Eyes to Piranha Army. And we're going to use the last card, which is Gift of the Martyr. And we're going to sacrifice Blue Eyes, transfer all that attack to Piranha Army. And we go ahead and go right ahead and attack directly inside. And we're pretty much good. I think the only thing that you have to really worry about is ensuring that you attack directly. Sometimes you could, you know, depending on how your finger adjusts, sometimes you might miss it. I missed it one time only, but it shouldn't be a challenge whatsoever. So here we're going to see what duel assist we got. 6,700, and at that time I didn't get any rare cards. But it's not a big deal because we can challenge Paradox Brothers almost an unlimited amount of time as long as we have enough gate keys. So I'm going to go ahead and show you one last one here. And again, just showing you the consistency of this method. And again, there's no we don't have any union. I don't have any union attacks, so I can't use the Grave Vessel technique, which would probably yield a lot higher. But I'm just working with what I have now. Alright, so here I got lucky on the first turn. I got an Unhappy Girl, and that's always the best thing to have. Once you have that in the beginning, the rest is a breeze. You don't have to worry about trying to get one as soon as possible. Just one is enough to pretty much win the whole rest of the duel, honestly. So I'm just gonna go and fast forward this just a little bit.
Here I go. It's my draw.
Alright guys, so last turn here again, just skipping through all the turns. Again, very simple.
My trap activated.
And I'm gonna go ahead and go ham. Just like I said. Double summons first, tribute summon Blue Eyes, summon Piranha Army, Secret Pass, Riryoku, Gift of Martyr, and attack directly. It's pretty much all you gotta do, guys. So, I think my success rate right now is 100%, and again, this technique is definitely going to work pretty much really high. If you have any other techniques that, you know, yield to very high duel assessment, please let us know in the comment section below. And bam, go ahead and went inside. So let's see what the duel assessment was on this one. Should be about 6,000, I believe. So here I got another super rare card. Honestly, I'm really satisfied with this, with getting in between 6,000 to 7,000, because you know you can pretty much duel them very consistently as long as you have enough gate keys. So it's not like, you know, Super Joy or YuGiOh that appeared randomly. Here you can attack as much as possible. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more videos. More coming soon, guys. Stay tuned. Take care.